All right, wake up, Wilmington. Dang, what a good looking panel we got up there today.
Yeah.
Gosh darn. Almost a good looking panel. Rick, you're about off the screen. There,
We
brother.
got you.
I noticed that.
Well, when you get this old fat body in this chair,
No, I got a
sort
lot
of
of
get out.
space over
Oh,
here.
yeah, roll in here. We got room.
We'll rearrange here at the next break. We're good.
Got a lot of space. All right. Well, listen, it is 45 degrees.
Springtime,
That's
baby.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna get up to 73 today. We'll take it. And thank the Lord. Thank Rick Goodman. I appreciate him coming over yesterday. I finally got my tree that blew down the storm a couple weeks ago. Well, I had two different trees, big pieces. He come over and sold me an amp. But I said, hey, old buddy, while you're here,
Yeah.
I got my electric chainsaw out and said, why don't you do a little cutting for me here? And by God, he did. So,
There you go.
and then yesterday, my ring had been lost. This big old mastodon tooth ring had been lost, and just trying to clean up the stupid tree. And Jerry let me borrow a metal detector. My wife run
Yep, there
it
it is.
perfectly. She found it. So
Good.
Worked out great. All right. Let's go over some news headlines. And I don't have a whole lot in news today, although I do have a list for us. Rick loves my list. But we got young people here today, so I bet they'll wipe right through this list. All right, here we go. News headlines: U.S.-Ukraine actually talked today in Saudi Arabia. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
So Noni is watching.
Noni, how you doing, Noni?
Mayor Clarksville.
I saw Noni the other day. X suffers outages, massive cyber attack. I guess 40,000 complaints yesterday. They went dark for a while.
My friends in the Ukraine.
Yeah, is that who it's from? Ukraine?
IP address originated.
All right. Yeah, IP address from the Ukraine. All right. China is starting to impose tariffs. Imagine that, you know. But I tell you, I saw something the other day. I don't know how true it is. Maybe you guys can verify or not verify. That Canada gives us a 250 or 275% tariff on milk.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, 250 or 275% tariff on milk.
Similarly,
Wow.
on poultry and other things.
They're getting ready to charge for electric too. I like the idea, you know, here's the deal. You tariff me, I tariff you, but you know what? Let's just call the whole thing off and not tariff each other.
Right.
Bingo.
That would be the perfect thing to do.
GDP of Canada is less than Texas. I'm not worried about
Yeah, the entire GDP of Canada is less than Texas. All right, let's see. Rocket companies. Now, after I read this, I had to think about it a minute. Rocket companies are buying Redfin real estate.
Because
You guys are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Why in the hell would Rocket Company? It's got to be Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I love it. You guys did the same thing I did. Y'all like,
call cat.
huh?
Call cat.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, geez.
For 1.75 billion, but it's all stock deal. A federal judge has blocked efforts to deport Mahmoud Khalil, the Colombia protester. Plus, I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but a container ship yesterday in the North Sea collided with a U.S. tanker and set the U.S. tanker on fire.
Oh, yeah, I did see that on the news and on Facebook.
Not
yeah.
good. And you guys know we have a new Canadian Prime Minister. We talked about that yesterday. So I got a little list, and everybody can play here. Everybody in the room can play.
It's considered a game, Charlie.
No, this is a list.
2 games in
Canada has 13 provinces or territories.
Provinces.
Let me
Provinces.
They have both, actually. Let me steal your marker. Okay, so let's see how many of this astute panel can mention. So let me go ahead, give me one.
Ontario.
Ontario's one. Jerry, give me one.
Stephanie's watching.
Jesus.
Rick's on your ass
Rub
today.
it
You
in,
notice that?
We came in late.
Stephanie Morton's watching, Cheyenne Duggins, Chris Reynolds.
Diane's watching.
Yeah, it's actually in excess of the amount of milk, how much it actually costs.
Is Nova Scotia?
Nova Scotia. Yep, Nova Scotia. Good, Rick.
I'm blank, man. I'm going. I mean,
Let me give you a hint. A starts with an A.
Alberta.
Alberta. Nice job, Rick. Wrong, Rick, but that's all right.
What about, is there a Yukon territory?
Texas.
Yukon territory, yeah.
Okay.
There's your territory.
All right,
Yeah.
keep going here.
Northwest territory.
Northwest Territories. And that's the actual name of it, Northwest Territories. BC,
British Columbia.
Columbia.
British Columbia. See, you guys are smart. You guys are getting this. I haven't heard any from Molly yet. Come on, Molly.
You're putting her on the spot.
You know what?
Well, I was gonna pass
I
it.
tell you, the easy one starts with Q.
Quebec.
Quebec. There you go. Molly, you got a low voice.
What's
All
the
right,
language of Quebec, huh?
French.
French.
French, eh? It's A. A.
Everything's A.
Hey.
How about there's two of them that start with new.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, yeah. What's the other one? Think bowling. Yeah.
New Kegling.
Think bowling. New B.
Brunswick.
Brunswick, see, you got it.
Okay.
That was a good hint, wasn't it? All right, let me see. We're down. We got about 5 left. Hey, one starts with an M.
Manitoba.
Manitoba. Look at you. We're complaining about it, and you're getting them all. Are you thinking about moving to Canada or something? You know all these.
Only when I might have been in Vietnam.
There's one L.
Labrador.
There he goes again,
Jeez.
Labrador. I'm gonna give. Okay, no, wait a minute. I'm not gonna give you this one because you know you may know this one. It starts with a K.
Klondike. I know.
K.
Klondike.
It's not Klondike, Mark.
Isn't it an ice cream bar?
Yes, it is.
Rick, I'm disappointed.
I skipped breakfast. I'm hungry. Go ahead.
Rick, I'm
Kevin
disappointed.
Martin says New Brunswick, but he's late.
Yeah, yep, that's right, dude. Yeah, Nunavut. Yeah,
They're still on regular savings time up there in Columbus.
yeah. It's like Nunavut or Cunavut or something like that.
What?
Kevin Martin's got it on there. But I think there might be a silent K before it, I think. I'm not sure. Not 100%
I've
sure on
never
that
heard
one.
of that.
Yeah, I hadn't either. I was going to give you guys that one. All right, we got 2 left. One, you've heard of both these. PEI.
Pedialyte.
PEI. Think royalty.
These are
Territories or
These
provinces?
are territories?
Both.
I have never heard of these.
You've heard of this. PEI. Think royalty. What's a royalty? It starts with P.
A prince.
Okay.
Prince Edward Island.
Prince Edward Island. There you go. There you go. And the last one starts with S.
Huh.
Saskatchewan.
There you go.
The land of
That's
Bigfoot.
why we call him the evil emperor, folks. Look at that. Yay. He rimmed those off like, wow,
That was
damn.
exciting.
I'm impressed. I'm glad I did that now. I wasn't going to do it. And I thought, oh, it'll perturb Rick. And Harry gets them all right. So, all right. Well, we're back. And I tell you what, we got Dustin here again. He was just here last week, but we asked him to come back.
Brought him back to pick him up.
Yeah.
Well, no, because we didn't get a chance to talk about this. And hopefully you guys see us. Now, where can people just get this, like go pick it up off the street? Where can they get it? Anywhere?
Kroger, Sam's Meats, and Fiesta Veracruz.
It's Kroger, Sam Meats, and Fiesta Veracruz.
It's also Nakata House.
And I mean, there's other places as well.
So there's other places as well. Kava House. It's just whoever will take them, right?
We have newsstands at Kroger, Sam's Meats, and Fiesta Veracruz, and we drop them off other places too.
And you mail some.
And we mail some.
If you in Putin,
There's a Clarksville comment there.
If you in Poten, you get one mailed to you. Is that right?
Potent.
In Poten, yeah, in Poten.
Oh yeah. If you live in the city limits.
Area at a time.
Half the area of the town, so you're only important half the month. Okay.
Yeah.
I got mine.
I'm saying that in my Creole voice since it's been Fat Tuesday this month and Mardi Gras. Noni Wood, good morning, you.
There's a fish fry.
Clarksville Masons hosting a fresh fry. I can speak. Fish fry this Friday, 4 to 7. Rick, go ahead. Tell us where yours is.
Oh, the Catholic Church here on the corner of Mulberry and
That's right.
Locust Street, 437. I'm sorry. Yeah, 437.
Easy for you.
Cheyenne,
Yeah.
Cheyenne Duggan says, guaranteed at this fish dinner you will be full.
Assuming that's the Clarksville that she's talking about.
Yes. Well, that's a man.
Or he.
Cheyenne. Yeah. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne was on here.
Cheyenne. So is this an all-you-can-eat fish?
No,
Did you see what it says?
I know.
Guaranteed at this fish fry you'll be full. Ron Rennells. Ron, you need to get your thin butt in here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Of course, we might get thrown to jail if you come in here.
Mark it down.
Yeah, I know.
Just only one. Yesterday, I think I went over.
I don't know.
I don't think I had any yesterday. But yeah, so I love this. I know Clarksville's not that big a place, but I assume it's going to be held at the Masonic Temple, or where's it going to be held at?
Why is Michelle saying?
It was a Mason's fish fry.
Yeah, so I would assume it's there, but we're not from Clarksville.
Well, you know what assuming can do.
Yes.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking. Why are we beating fish? I don't understand.
Michelle?
She says beat fish. So
Maybe she might eat fish.
I bet she meant eat fish too. I bet that's what she meant. Eat fish. Yeah.
We're off to a roaring start this morning,
Well, beat
guys.
fish. Well, yeah, we're off to a great start.
Or go back
All
out,
right.
come back.
Come back
So
in.
we got
It is, Charlie.
it is time, yeah. So as soon as we get back, that's a great time for break. We're going to talk and go over in fine detail Real Change Wilmington. I think this is a very cool thing you got going. I just hope it's not costing you any money.
It's costing me a lot of money.
Oh.
You never make money with something like that.
Well, he's got some advertisers.
It's a labor of love.
You got advertisers though, right?
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
A major shakeup in the pharmaceutical industry as Flintstone Vitamins taken to task for tasting nothing like Fred or Wilma.
And as for Pebbles, well, she's already a fruity breakfast cereal. Why dietitians and nutritionists coast to coast are warning us to yabba dabba don't when it comes to ingesting these chalky childhood chewables.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Looking out for your health and well-being is just a sample of the kind of made-up news you can expect on The Murphy Report.
Earning the reputation as the mistrusted name in news isn't something that we take lightly.
In fact, most wouldn't take it at all.
And our efforts reflect that, with a trophy case in our lobby filled wall to wall with empty shelves.
Let the other outlets vie for trophies and your respect.
We're simply too busy making it up to care for such accolades, with a new report posted every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and YouTube channel.
The Murphy Report, with veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
There we go. And we're gonna look for that show beginning sometime here soon, and it's gonna be on Sunday nights.
Yes.
Sunday nights. That's a great time for a show.
Is it a call in?
How long, Rick?
Doing anything.
Will people be able to call in or text in?
We might. I mean, we have the ability to take phone calls, but we can actually bring them in even video.
Video even.
We'll see.
Dustin's ready to go. He's ready to be a guest. He'd be perfect. But we
Don't
need
let him
young
drag you
people.
down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. Keep
We need
keep
young
one foot
people.
out.
All right, so Real Change Wilmington, the March 2025 edition's out. Hey, JD, how you doing? All right. How many issues is this so far?
So one of my employees just pulled out an old edition, our first edition, and we've been doing it for 2 years now. So.
I thought it'd been a while.
Yeah.
That's about the first time that I think I met you, because you were down here
Yeah.
when I first.
I was on Main Street before.
Yeah.
No, this is cool. This is very neat. If you never got one, check it out. And you know, like this week, this month, it's a month, right?
It's a month,
monthly.
yeah.
Monthly.
Denise Stryker passes homeless shelter leadership to Amber Taylor. And Denise has been at the homeless shelter for 100 years.
Yeah, it seems
She
like
finally
it.
got a house, so she could go live now in her own house. No, I'm just kidding. Now, Denise was great. I knew Denise when I went to college. She used to teach, or not teach, but she used to work at Wilmington College. Yeah, great lady. Then we got another one, the library that Dolly built, and we've already had on the show one time. Mrs. Long talking about the Dolly Parton project.
Is she coming back on?
She's coming back next Friday.
Okay.
Next Friday, but I got to see her this week because we're going to go out to the senior center. We're going to go out and play, Cape May, and we're going to play Dolly Parton bingo, baby. I'm going to play songs, and they're going to try to guess.
Leave it alone, Jerry.
Yeah, they're going to try to put the bingo tokens on the.
On the songs?
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
I'm just part of it. I'm just being a tool. I'm just playing the music, yeah, and hopefully eating for free. That's my plan.
Oh.
All right. So that's always going to be part of the plan. But yeah, Dolly Parton does a lot of cool stuff, and if you come to the lobby, you'll actually get to see her. She's in the lobby right now.
Right now,
She's a little stiff, but she's okay.
he is, and kind of flat.
Yeah. Well, can you ever say? Okay. All right. All right. Plus, we got ads at the bottom of this page. I'm going to throw out things for your advertisers.
Yes, the Veracruz.
Yeah, Fiesta Veracruz. I could read it. Man, it's a little writing there. And training Christian leaders through martial arts, the way karate. And who is that?
Dal Tippett.
I know he's been on the show.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, Dow's been on. He needs to come back on the show though. He was a lot of fun. Dow Tippett, yeah. And so you can advertise in this, and if Dustin wants to talk about that, he can. But
Pay the bills, Charlie.
well,
Keeps the lights on.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to help him. That's why I said, I hope you're not losing money on it. And he said, oh, I'm losing a ton. Oh, great. All right. That was not the answer I was looking for.
Gotta have a hobby. Gotta have a hobby.
That looks like work instead of a hobby.
So when you look at it, Charlie, it could be a labor of love.
It's a labor of love, yeah.
What's that I hear faintly in the background?
What?
Ding, 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 ding. You know what that is, don't you?
I don't.
That's the bullshit meter going off. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so Dustin, tell us about it. What got you started wanting to do this? Because we have no Wilmington paper or what?
That's part of the story, I suppose. So, yeah, so it started as a resource guide. I moved to Wilmington in 2020. I noticed a lot of panhandlers outside of Kroger, so I wanted to create a resource guide to help people find resources. And then on my more conservative side, wanted to help people not be taken advantage of.
Search where the potholes are, stuff like that.
Yeah. So it originally started as just a resource guide, which we give in our newsstands. And I saw the idea in Dublin, Ohio, when I was in Columbus, and they had signs around the city that said "Real Change Dublin," and it was strictly to deter people from giving to panhandlers and to encourage them to support nonprofits
So you
that
give them
support
one of
them, it
these.
says. That was the original intention, yeah.
I bet they like that.
This is what they do in Dublin.
They did it a while ago. I drove past Dublin recently and I haven't seen those
They
signs
say they
anymore.
want panhandlers in Dublin.
Well, they were trying to deter panhandlers in Dublin, deter people from giving to panhandlers.
Dublin's not kind of a place you'd expect.
Well, that's why they were deterring it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the original intention. And then from just the resource guide, I knew it was going to grow stagnant at some point. People would stop caring at a certain point. So I also wanted to help address the negativity in the community. And,
Negativity.
What negativity?
you know, the grumpiness, the rumors, because Wilmington's a great
Oh,
place
you're at
to
the
be.
right place.
What
The grumpiness or
negativity?
the rumors or both.
Everybody's very positive in Wilmington.
What
Yeah,
negativity?
there's a lot of positivity that people need to focus on, you know? So I wanted to just, the original, so we started the podcast, and the original guest, I guess, was, we had a local job agency, and we had Sugar Tree Ministries, and we had Pat Haley, and we discussed, obviously, homelessness at the time, so.
So you brought on more negativity.
So how did that work out?
How did it work out?
Yeah, with Pat and Sugar Tree.
So we didn't have them on at the same time.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
That's a different bell.
So my conversation with Sugar Tree, obviously I had a lot of this, or I think I absorbed a lot of the same frustrations about Sugar Tree. So I had all of these negative thoughts against Sugar Tree, but by the time I interviewed them, I think my mind and my heart at least like softened a bit, like, okay, maybe they're helping some people. So I took all my negative questions and asked them in a positive way. It was a pretty constructive conversation, I felt like.
Pat's been in several times. but
Pat's been
he
in?
has never been in.
Oh, okay.
We have invited to Sugar Tree to come on, and the only thing he said to me, yeah, you want to invite the most hated person in Wilmington on the show. It's exactly what he said.
He
I
did
s-
warn me that before I interviewed him, yeah.
Well, and I told him, I said, I don't hate you. So I don't even know you. Come on in. We'll treat you just as bad as we treat everybody else. I mean, but to be honest, you know, this is just one of those things. It's all how you look at it. Sugar Tree Ministries and what's going on there is a no-win situation because it's.
It's changed a lot since I volunteered there for 7 years.
Well, I'm not saying it hadn't changed, but I'm just saying it is a situation that has not been caused by the local community. Years ago, you used to have mental wards and mental places for people to go. Your mental wards today are the county jails and the prisons. And unfortunately, that's not good for anybody. But that's why we have places like Sugar Tree and places like this pop up, because no one else is willing to do anything with them. I am not being a yay sayer for Sugar Tree or a naysayer. It's the whole problem has just been one of those problems that no one asked for it. We got it. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah, the Sugar Tree's changed over the years. No one objected to Sugar Tree when Sugar Tree was helping local residents that were down on their luck.
We especially
Right.
when
The
the
problem now is the people they're bringing in from all over creation.
Well, and
That's the problem.
Wilmington has that reputation right now. Hey, you go to Wilmington, they'll take care of you. Like it or not. I mean, that's,
It's not callous, it's not cold, it's just the truth.
yeah, it's, and now here's the thing. People need to come together on each side and say, what do we need to do to get this in line? I mean, you know, and is each side going to be perfectly happy? Absolutely not. But guess what? We might be able to get to something we can live with.
No, we could start if Lee came in and wanted to be on the show.
Love to have him on. Love to. I'm not going to beat him up. I'm not going to be. We didn't beat Mayor Haley up about anything. You know, I personally think.
Beat the judge up pretty bad, didn't he?
Well, he beat himself up. Gee, man, Christmas. Whiny old thing. Anyhow, here's the deal. We just need, people just need to work together. I mean, it's easy to sit behind that computer and throw stones. Get off your butt from behind that computer and come out and say, hey, how about, you know, doing some volunteer? How about doing this? How about finding out before you throw those stones?
yeah, a little face-to-face conversation.
Yeah, don't say anything Don't type anything online that you won't say to their face.
Or
Oh,
yeah.
and people are terrible about that.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I got out of politics when I got out, because Facebook and all that crap was just starting. And I told a woman one time right in the middle of Pizza Hut in front of her parents and everything, keep your shit up, I'm going to sue you. Because she kept keyboard warrior in me, and it's like,
This is when you were mayor?
yes. I said, a lot of stuff you're putting is not factual, and I've already talked to my attorney, and her parents just about died. And it was somebody you wouldn't expect, but they were those keyboard warriors, and I'll do that. If you say stuff, I will get right to your face. You can beat me up if you want. I don't care. I'm
We've
gonna tell
had
you.
lawsuits over that in Louisiana.
Yes. Yes.
The mayor and the,
I mean, sorry, kind of stealing your
No, this is
thing.
good.
No, we need, and maybe you're the man to do that. Maybe you're the man to bring both sides together. Maybe we don't meet in Saudi Arabia, but maybe we meet at Fiesta Veracruz. You know, you meet with Sugar Tree, then you meet with the mayor's office, and you go back and forth and bring them together. I know it sounds silly, but it maybe could help do something. Get the real proponents that hate Sugar Tree. And you say, what? Yeah, what do you
I
want to
don't
do?
think anybody hates.
Oh, yeah, there are. Oh, yeah. You watch
Pat
Facebook.
doesn't hate Sugar Tree.
No, I didn't say Pat hated
I
it.
had a lot of conversations with Pat even before he.
He doesn't hate Sugar Tree, but there again, it's not his problem, but he has to deal with it. All right, so let's move on. Man, yeah, you got me going. You got me preaching. I don't want to preach. Here we go.
So yeah, the paper. I
Let's get
never
back
wanted
to
to
that.
start the paper. I was actually like adamantly against starting a paper. I thought the online resource was enough.
Well, you got it now.
I got it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had the resource guide, I had the website, I had the podcast, and I absolutely did not want to do anything in print. I thought it was just outdated. But people, that was around the time people were complaining that the news journal was going down to 2 days a week.
Yeah.
And I was like,
still is 2 days a week.
I guess I could do something.
Act affordable clean out removal.
That's all right. I understand what he's saying.
The point about, I mean, but with I think people complaining about the news journal though too. Like, I feel like, man, news is hard. It's like hard to do something every day of the week, and like, I don't hate the news journal. Like, I actually appreciate that they exist and that they communicate things.
Oh, we don't hate it. We love the news
Yeah,
journal.
yeah.
Actually,
Just complaining,
we
just
but
saying,
but
like,
but
it's
here's
unjust.
no
Yeah,
other
yeah.
situations
Yeah.
where we have asked the news journal to give us information and be part of our broadcast, and we're going to refer people and put shout outs to them all the time.
Yeah, Brian's not very well.
You know what we got?
Crickets.
Nothing.
Hmm.
Nothing.
Same thing with the new local radio station.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyhow, ACR affordable clean. I get you. Like I said, I don't have a dog in either of these races on that, but just sitting back and complaining about it doesn't help anybody. Action speak louder than words. You know, you clean out stuff. I could think of a lot of things that might not be, legal or perfectly illegal to do, but there's a lot of things that you can do. Let's just put it that way. Good morning to you, Rick Ewing. All right, well, listen, it's time to take a break. We'll get back. Well, I want to get back to the paper, and don't get me down a rabbit hole again.
Roller Haven is located at
Oh, I gotta say that
1640
wrong.
U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Labor analysts have done the math. If God used union workers to create the world, just how long would it take?
6 days and a day of rest? Hardly. Experts say we might still be under construction, but at least we'd be on more solid ground.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made-up stories just like these are what we're about on The Murphy Report, with a new report every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Plus all the real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in the heart of downtown Wilmington.
Hosted by veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone. It's news you might lose. But if you do, we'll find it We'll pick it up, we'll roll it up, and we'll stick it back in your front screen door.
That sounds more like a newspaper, Steve.
This isn't a newspaper?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Commercials. I can see why Steve didn't give you those commercials for a while. Look at the head on that thing. Gee, many Christmas.
Steve?
Yeah.
Well, those were probably made about a year ago.
He got the big old haircut on there. Let's see. 8:33, 46 degrees. We went up a degree. Woohoo! We'll get 73 to get. It's getting hot in here though. So, what else we have this month? City of Loveland. There you are, trying to change everything again.
I know, shame on me for making things better.
Well, that's your opinion.
What is the city of?
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, actually, that's not my opinion. I care less.
You don't live in Wilmington, do
I
you?
live in Sabina.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
you
I mean.
can
I
care
care less. I don't know which is the best way. I am undecided on it.
I think consistency and professionalism is always the best way.
But see, yeah, I agree with that. But that doesn't mean that's the way it's going to be done, because those guys could just be as crooked as anybody else.
Yeah.
See, don't let your naiveness get in the way here.
I'm not
There's
naive.
bad people on every side of every issue.
I'm not naive. I talked to the city of Lebanon about this, and they did have a corrupt situation at one
Yeah,
point.
see,
But the thing is, that system is better than our system.
In your opinion.
You can still deal with the people. People
In
are
your
going to.
opinion.
Okay.
Well,
I think
you
more
gotta
successful
respect
cities.
each other's opinions on it.
No, yeah. I'm just teasing, but like, yeah.
And like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. So we asked you to look up some things. You got a whole bunch of stuff highlighted. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the microphone down.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you go over what your homework was for today, son.
Yeah, see, your homework assignment that you gave me was to see if the funding would change if our city went from statutory to charter.
Just something that's good for other people to know.
Yeah. So I reached out to a couple organizations. I reached out to Linda Burke, who's the mayor of South Lebanon, and she asked their financial director. She said that there's no difference in how the two forms of government are funded. Our sources of revenue are the same. We are required to issue a GAAP financial statements because we went from a village to a city. And regardless of us being a charter city or statutory city, on the procurement side, this is important, I think. A charter city can set their own purchasing procedures and thresholds for competitive bidding contracts.
It's not required by a state law.
Right.
Which also when she said that in the email, the city manager for Loveland mentioned the same thing, how they can be more competitive in their bidding process. I guess I don't fully know what that means, but apparently it's better for the city.
Well,
It would be, because if you have to follow state regulation, you don't have much leeway to change or make any kinds of changes as far as in the bidding process.
Jerry, what can you think of that? I mean, you got to play. I think either form of government, you still have to pay prevailing wage.
Well,
That'd be the only thing if
the
you could get
biggest
out
thing I can
paying
think of.
prevailing wage.
The biggest thing I can think of is the limitations of the scope of the contract that you're putting out for bid and the amount of money involved.
Well, yeah, because
At what level can you put?
what is it now? It's been too long since I've been.
They
what is it?
raised it to like $75,000. You don't have to put it.
You don't have to put it out for bid
Right.
unless it's over $75,000. That's not a big deal then, because there's a lot of the projects like in Sabina or New Vienna, we're going to have they're under 75,000. It's going to be more. Now Wilmington would have more over 75,000.
But there's where you got to watch out for corruption, because you're allowed to get somebody that says, I want to use these good old boys. And hey, let's bring it in at $74,999.
Right.
Yeah, but the entity can still require a lower threshold, can't they? They don't have to say it's 75 or more.
Oh no, that's state law.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're not following state law because you don't have to, the charter allows you
To change it to
Right.
100,000 maybe
or
or
10,000.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
yeah, but I don't. I'm just trying to see what the benefit I think would be going the other way. I don't have to put it out for bid unless it's
See, I think
150,000.
sometimes it's. I think 75,000 is too high.
I do too. I do too.
Because there's things that you want to see what kind of bids are coming in. You want to see what's coming, what's out there, and I'm thinking more like down in the under 30,000.
That's what I was thinking, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Now, I think it used to be, because 75 is a lot higher than it was when I was mayor.
Yeah.
They made a big jump in it.
So that's one thing. So the funding stays the same, other than possibly how you put stuff out for bid. it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you got?
I still think that it's important to say that it is a more efficient system because right now, again, every 4 years we could change things. It's a total waste of money.
Consistency.
We have primary elections that cost money. It's so many inefficient things. Also, anyone, and this is not a slam against the mayor, but anyone can be the mayor. They don't need any education at all in running a city, which is good and bad, I guess. But I think
Look at some of the House Democrats. It's the same thing. Or or people that are in higher public office than the mayor. I mean,
Yeah.
you just wonder how some of those people got in there.
so. We could craft a charter that says you have to have certain levels of education to even be considered.
No, I agree with the consistency. Now, I think that having a city manager who's trained in running a city.
Not
is
arguing.
better.
I am not arguing that a bit. You and I agree 100% on that. But mayor, be it figurehead or be it actual somebody that's doing the job, I don't like putting. Maybe you like to do like the president. You do an age requirement. The president doesn't even have to have a degree. So you're going to make my little town of Wilmington have more stuff to get through than the president? You see what I mean?
Well, city council would say the same as for education wise, and they're the elected officials.
Well, if the mayor you could still have a mayor in this form of government, right? They're
Yeah,
just
the
a
mayor
figure.
should be the most
The most
years
elected
from the
person,
city
yeah.
council.
I don't like the idea of putting on that education requirement to run for office.
What about for like the
Well,
schools?
that
though?
would
So
be
you
for
have
running the city term.
yeah.
No, because you know what? Even if I'm gonna just be honest with you. If I had a kid come up to me one time, and it's a little different, but it's the same. Actually, a football coach come up to me. He has one of the greatest football players in the world on his team. Starts every game, can play good every game, great, but he struggles in the classroom. He's got dyslexia or something. But anyhow, he doesn't get his 3 C's or whatever. But here's the thing. That kid, in my opinion, even though he's not the smartest tool in the shed, has just as much right to be in any kind of sport or to participate. Anybody that is smart, because the education they may get that. And here's the thing: the dumb kids' parents pay taxes too. Everybody pays taxes. So whether they have a college degree, they pay taxes. They get a chance to be on that board. Like with the school board, absolutely not. I might be a farmer out there, and I know 10 times more than a lot of people do in marketing and agriculture and everything else, but I didn't go to school for it. You better not take my seat off that board, or I'm gonna be. That's
Who would say that it would be different?
I don't think but you're making an argument that's not really an argument.
well, that's what you just said.
No.
You just said you should have an education to be a school board member.
No, I didn't say that.
That
I
sounded like
said that education to be the superintendent.
No, you said a school board member, I think.
No, I was starting the conversation about school board.
We'll check the tape, but go ahead.
So with the school board, anyone can be on school board. Anyone should be able to be elected official to govern the city if they pay taxes, like you said. But as far as the person doing the day-to-day,
They do have
superintendent should an
to have
education.
that.
What's that?
They do have to have that. Superintendent does have to have
They
it.
have to have been a teacher,
Yeah,
right?
That's exactly what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but that's not a case. You're trying to say the mayor should also have it. No.
No, I'm not saying the mayor. I'm saying the city manager.
City manager.
We're
Well,
saying different things.
the city manager should, but I will also take that a step further, because we have a village administrator that wasn't he didn't go to college, but he knows more about water, sewer, waste management than anybody in our town, and
They run the sewer department.
has a lot of different, not necessarily like Todd May, We got a guy comes in here, I think he's been to college, but he comes in with a book full of certification stuff he's done. That man, I would hire him to be a city manager or a village administrator in a heartbeat. And he may not have the college degree, but all you gotta do is look.
I don't know, I think there still should be certain requirements. to be
For a city manager?
Yeah, but a village is different than a city too.
Yeah, but those are similar
Yeah.
positions. Similar. We had a village administrator that didn't know all the water sewer stuff.
I'm not
when I was
saying on the
mayor.
college degree thing. I'm just saying some experience or some education in that field. Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Because here's the thing: every mayor in our history hasn't had the experience of being the mayor, so they're basically learning the first couple years. And by the time they're actually good about it, someone's mad at them, and then they're out of there.
They're
Someone else is
mad
in.
at him before they started.
Well, then that too.
Yeah.
But it's a system that's set up to fail. It's
Well,
like no one's going to succeed being the mayor.
And even a city manager, though, people.
Yeah.
And like I
But
said,
city
I think you
managers-
think I'm against it.
No,
I'm
I
not.
don't think you are.
But
Yeah.
you know, once again, it depends on the person. It depends on what they're doing. Cause
Yeah.
here's the other big thing that you're failing to mention. I don't know what the mayor gets, like 25, 30,000 maybe here in town. City manager is going to be probably getting close to that 6-figure mark.
But that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
You gotta remember,
Linda Eichelberger,
well, no, the girl.
Larry.
What was the girl's name?
Oh, yeah, well, exactly.
Look at a map.
Exactly. You talk about my point. There, you're making my point.
No,
Exactly.
I'm just saying, I mean, she was getting 6 figures and she was not educated. She had no qualifications other than whatever happened.
I don't know what her qualifications are. All I know, she was nice to me. So there you go. All right, we're going to drop out like a hot potato.
Yeah, we're not going down that rabbit hole.
We're going to go ahead and take a break.
It was Marion.
We knew it was. Shush. Shush. I'm trying to save you from getting in trouble. We'll be back in a minute.
When does that ever go?
Labor analysts have done the math. If God used union workers to create the world, just how long would it take?
6 days and a day of rest? Hardly. Experts say we might still be under construction, but at least we'd be on more solid ground.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up stories just like these are what we're about on The Murphy Report, with a new report every Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Plus all the real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in the heart of downtown Wilmington.
Hosted by veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone. It's news you might lose. But if you do, we'll find it, we'll pick it up, we'll roll it up, and we'll stick it back in your front screen door.
That sounds more like a newspaper, Steve.
This isn't a newspaper?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Personal.
I don't want you to say.
Let's get personal. With host Dr. Jeffrey Schusler and Sarah Fife. Not only talking about wieners and feet, but also relationships.
Yeah, this Dr. Schusler
He's
has
a
Doc's
dog.
dog.
You know Doc's dog.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Doc dog?
I did.
They're pretty good, aren't they? They're Doc's dog. Plus, like I said, if you ever need a foot doctor, he the man. He is the man. I tell you what, my feet still feel different from going to him. And that's been a month ago. I like it. I like it. Experience is better than education, Kevin Martin. Constitutional requirement for president, 35 years old, natural born citizen. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Anthony.
I could be president this year.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And you know what? I would vote for you.
Thanks.
I like it. I like it. Be careful with that mess of requirements because the common citizen could be pushed out of having a say in government, and now it's ran. Amen, brother.
You can
Amen.
still be part of city council.
That doesn't mean
You can
that
still be part of city
somebody gets
council.
pushed out and having a say.
No, yeah.
Everybody
You
has
still get a
say.
say.
That just means you may not be able to hold certain positions.
Yeah. You
Anthony,
can't be the surgeon, you know?
That's right. I don't want to
Anthony,
be operating on my brain.
Exactly.
because I have a little bit of
Anthony, I'm feeling you, brother. No one else is feeling you here, but I'm feeling you.
Well,
All right.
other than local politics, the common person's shoved out anyway. Because you
got money.
you better have a lot of money behind you,
That's true.
or
And a
you're
lot
not
of
going
connections.
anywhere. Right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still comes back to Benjamin.
See, that's why you need to be saving your money.
Yeah.
Stop spending on the newspaper.
Because you live in town, right?
I do, yeah.
When you gonna run?
I hope I don't have to. I'll be good
Oh,
at
no,
charter
no,
cities.
stop it.
Wait, you hear
Stop
what he said?
it.
Did you hear what he said?
I hope I don't have to.
They have to, yeah.
This means.
He also hoped he didn't make a paper.
That
So when
means the
you're
door's
on,
open a little
That's
bit.
that's what we need to. We need younger people to be involved. in government.
absolutely, yes.
Absolutely. You guys can screw it
Yeah,
up.
that's
for a
like,
while.
yeah. They're in Indiana. We can't get anybody younger. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't take the time.
Well, it's a hassle.
It
I mean,
sucks being beaten down all the time. It really sucks.
That's why you're coming
Well,
in here to get used to it a little bit.
I know.
Next time you
exactly.
come in, I'll sit over there. You can sit over here, Sean. I can't be on you today.
Okay.
I'm not beating on him. I tell you what.
Because once you've been here the second time,
Game on.
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
yeah, you should find some way to get back in here.
I'm trying to encourage her to come up. You guys aren't doing that.
I'm thickening him up here a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, nothing there to be scared of. And actually, if you ask us when we get done here, everything I'm doing is helping him out.
It's
Because
good. Yeah. It's
he's
good.
getting the argument now.
Yeah.
So later on, when he has to face it, he can go, well, wait a minute, that meathead on Wake Up Wilmington said that too. Let me fix this. But let me explain this, and don't take offense to this. But when you're talking to the public, you got to be clear. You got to be very clarity at its finest. Because when I was mayor, I was also teaching elementary school, and when I actually talked cleaner and more clear and more at a lower level, a lot of times at council meetings I did during school. I'm not saying that to be mean. There's just a lot of people who don't get it, you know, and you gotta, I don't mean go in there, we had a guy do this, my coffee cup's white, it's got writing on it, you know, stuff like, you don't need to be that clear, but you need to,
Are you saying to write for sixth grade reading, Charlie?
well, you really need to just be clear. Am I wrong, Jerry?
Well, yeah, you're right. But there's still going to be people who are, no matter how clear you make it, how much you define what you're talking about, they're still not going to get it,
Right.
or they're going to be so stuck on their point that
If they don't want to,
They just
they don't
keep-
want to get it.
Right. I can remember years ago, I was on council and this fella he was on me like white on rice, man. I mean, he was just hammering on me. And finally, one of the other councilmen spoke up and said, "You do realize he's the only person on this council that's been supporting you?"
Yeah.
And the guy didn't know what to say. He went over to sit down and shut up.
Yeah. Jake wants to know where your shark came from.
So Jake is listening.
Yeah.
It's a street shark. It's from the 80s cartoon. And I wanted one as a kid, but couldn't afford it. So a couple months ago, I bought one.
Is that your protector now?
He's arrived now. He's finally wealthy enough. He buys himself.
Buys
my
him
own
a
toys.
shark.
That looks like one of Charlie's AIs.
Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's AI.
So we got more ads in here. Bosom, Ohio Living, Cape May, Houston's Heating and Cooling, RoofX, Nailers Furniture, MakeShark.com. That's your thing, right?
Self-promotion.
Well, he should do that.
There was a free ad spots.
He definitely should do that. Absolutely. We got Clinton County Community Action, Senior Center, all this. They do a lot of stuff out there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wish they would come on, and you represent them. You need to be bringing this stuff. Let us know when stuff is. I'm gonna be out there Friday. What do they have to eat Friday?
I don't know. I haven't checked the schedule that far out.
Still pretty cheap to eat out there.
Yeah, it's like $5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna feed me free maybe Friday.
Well, knowing you, they're going to charge you double.
No, because I'm going to be out there. We're going to do a little
They're gonna
game.
feed you oatmeal, Charlie.
We're going to do a little Dolly Parton
Dolly
game.
Parton game.
You know what? Last time I ate oatmeal, I like oatmeal. My sugar went through the freaking roof. Yeah, it's awful. Let's see what else we got advertised. Sleep and Heavenly Peace. There's another group I'd like to have them on here. They do a lot of cool stuff. They make beds, right? And is that Carrie Ziegler? Is she the one that runs it or not?
Yeah, she does. She
Might
spoke
need to
at
go
Cape
see
May.
her anyhow. Clyde Finley's watching. Wilmington Pet Adoption.
So the Cycling Without Age program,
Yeah.
they're showing a documentary tonight at the
Oh, that's
Murphy.
tonight.
Free.
Free documentary, the cycling.
7 p.m. tonight at the Murphy. Free documentary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the
Cycling Without Ages.
bicycling?
And they're going to bring the tri-shawls in. They're going to answer questions. So Bruce Saunders with the trails and then Terry Schlabach with wheelies are both going to be there to talk about the program.
So are they starting to run these like a little taxi service in the summer or what?
They're for elderly and disabled people so they can get to experience the trails if they can't ride their
Oh,
own
that's
bike.
neat.
Yeah.
Neat. Okay. So that's another one of the articles that's in his magazine this month. Do you like the, what do you call it? What do you call it? Newsletter, paper, magazine?
I call it a newspaper, but call whatever you want.
Informational guide.
That's very good. We've used the back of this because Rick, I got another one over there. We've used your back here several times.
You've read from it.
Well, yeah, we've talked about the Cycling Without Age movie tonight. Tim Cap, St. Patty's celebration on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Moon Mouse will be here Saturday. Friday night, the Murphys having a movie called American Pie, right?
Yes, yes.
I'm not sure why they're doing American Pie this week. Is there an anniversary?
April 2nd.
Is Joe coming in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Holdren will be on tomorrow.
Talking hunting?
Hunting. Yeah, we turkey season's getting ready to start.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble. I'm not talking about the politicians. I'm talking about the gobble, 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 gobbles. Okay. They're going to be on. Clinton County's coolest pet contest. Oh, well, no, it goes through April 11th, but it costs you $10. Put a picture of your cat in, or your dog, or whatever pet. right?
Goldfish.
I wonder, can I put a picture of Jerry naked from the waist up?
Oh, jeez. Read the fine
Or
line.
maybe, yeah.
Read the fine line, Charlie.
remember
It says no
Have
humans.
the masseuse come back in and on live and on.
My baby Sasquatch right here, baby.
Hey,
It was just the three of us. We can add some people.
Oh my gosh. I'm ready for the masseuse to come back in.
Yeah, she's good.
I probably need to go like make an appointment or something, try to con her back
Yeah,
in.
she had big.
Connor.
yeah.
She had big hands. Have you ever had a massage there, Dustin?
I have, yeah.
From the lady here in town?
No.
I would highly recommend it. She's out the hospital.
Very good.
Yep. I have to look up her name. Brittany Smithson.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm telling you. There you go. She could correct all the world's problems right there.
At least most of them.
So, Dustin, what else here with your magazine, pamphlet, newspaper?
I lost my notes. We got way off.
Oh, we got
Way off my
sidetracked.
notes.
We went down that rabbit hole too fast.
We did.
Yeah, like Dustin has a
We've
highlighted.
not been on a really good show that we do when we go down the rabbit hole.
Oh, no. Not a sanctuary city, we know that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need to do that today for Molly.
Oh, Molly should be up here.
Yeah, I have our article writer here today. Get her warmed up so maybe she can be on
Molly,
next
what
time.
do you do
I write the articles for the paper.
for the
Yeah.
paper? Okay.
The literary genius, Charlie.
She's
So,
amazing.
Are you
It's
going to
great.
work at the market also?
I mean, yeah, the market's going to be self-serve, but I think all of our team will help out and talk to people and stock the shelves and
Well,
stuff.
how many are on your team?
2, plus me, so 3.
So who's the other one?
Her name is Jessica, and she does the sales for my website company and also gets sponsors for Real Change Wilmington.
Jessica's the other young lady that I see you with a lot at Common House, right?
Yeah, she has brown hair.
Just letting you know, I do a lot of car shows under Chaz's DJ service. Like we have, I'll give you one. We have one at the end of July. It's on Sunday in Sabina. If you'd like to come and set up a booth free, let me know. You could bring your papers and your website stuff. I mean, I don't know if that'd be something that interests you or not, but
Yeah.
also something I'd like to see you add in this is the cost stuff to put in your event calendar. Does it
No.
cost money?
As long as it's event worthy. Limited space.
He's prefacing that, Charlie.
So what do you got?
Well, I do have car shows and stuff I
That'd
put
be
in
good.
there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Which would, I think, fit in there. But no, there's a young gentleman who was on the show yesterday named Ryan Briggs. And I guess he's not that young anymore. He's like, God, he feels young to me. I knew him like when he was about this tall. He's not that old. He's close. Well, yeah, I bet he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's probably 46, 47 or older. But anyhow, he's starting to run a monthly baseball card show out here at the fairgrounds since this Saturday.
No, at the Expo Center.
Yeah, it's free. It's free to get into.
Chubby's today?
David, I am not going to be down at Chubby's today, no. I usually don't start till the third
Who's doing the cruise to
Tuesday.
the Chubby's besides
Well, no, they just may show up. If the weather's warm, they're old coots. They'll just show up. And I usually don't start till about the third Tuesday.
So, Dustin, what else do you have in the things we had talked about the first time you were on
With a charter?
that you would like to
Thanks,
let
Gary.
everybody know
I
what you
straighten
found
it
out?
there.
Let's see. So yeah, definitely not a sanctuary city.
We know that. If they quit saying it, because then people will say, oh gosh, there's a sanctuary city on there, Earl.
Well, they got a lot of people that.
That's what he was saying. People are gonna get stuck in their ways no matter what you say.
Yep. So I say, don't say it.
So yeah, again, the majority of cities our size in Ohio are a charter city. One thing, again, with the whole money situation is that, yes, the city manager will get paid more money, but for instance, the city manager for Loveland was able to get $6 million in grants last year,
Right,
build a parking
right.
lot, which I think we would like to have.
Normally, the city managers writing grants, is that part of the requirement?
The more city managers I talk to, I feel like that's probably the main focus that they should be doing, because it's such a
Write grants?
it's such a boring job. And if I ran for mayor, I wouldn't want to be doing that kind of stuff, like especially part time. But we need this. What's
I'm
that?
sure Pat does not write grants.
Exactly. But directors of nonprofits are writing grants. Like, we need someone who can write grants and get that money. And yes, it may come with stipulations, but I would sure like to have way nicer things, and just make it work for the city.
Grants are nice.
Ron Rennell's, John called it, but John doesn't pay me. So you guys have fun with that tonight, and I'll be thinking about you if you do show up at Chubby's tonight. But I've got other plans today, which I'm pretty excited about. I
Well, I was planning on listening to Dustin, but I
Well,
don't know.
but you also should know by now, young squire, that it's time to take a break.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Now, you do realize that
He's the Howard
Dustin
Sprague
has
of his
got into the
community,
game
a
plan.
leader of several groups, living with his parents and dating one of the most eligible professional women in town.
But he's in no hurry to settle down and put that ring on her finger. The wait is maddening.
If they both weren't so darn adorable, could it be nerves?
Or just enjoying the bachelor life a wee bit too much.
America's Couple sits down for an in-depth interview to share how they keep their relationship so fresh while keeping such a safe distance from one another. On the Murphy Report.
I know I can't wait.
But evidently they both can. The Murphy Report with veteran anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
With a new report posted on our Murphy Theater website and YouTube channel every Monday morning.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Mine. I was on council before. Jerry's currently on Louisiana council. All right, we are back, and just to clarify, Dustin did say there are more charter cities of Wilmington size in the state of Ohio than regular cities. So there we go. Now it's that time of day, Molly. You get to play as well. First of all, let me do local birthdays. Nikki Sargent Henry's her birthday today. Dante Fontana birthday today. Haley Shades 42. Don Smith 72. Our recorder Tanya Day. It's her birthday today. I asked her to come back on the show too. She was a good guest. Well, what would I talk about? Just talk about what you did before, some of it. Scott Beatty, he's 56 today. Brad Roach, it's his birthday today.
60% of our daily audience is new every day.
Dick Gerald is 73 today. Looks like he's about 53. And Laura Bradley Netkel, it's her birthday today. Avery Voss, 25. Teresa Webb's birthday today. Terry Thompson Van Sickle is 61 today. Dawn Smith, her birthday today. Abby Ray is 25, and Aaron Albrecht, he's also a young pup. I'm not sure how old he is for sure. All right, here we go. Not too many birthdays today. You're going to be happy. So we'll have plenty of time to play both games. Okay, here we go. The first celebrity birthday. Now, everybody guesses at this, Molly. So you can throw in your guess, too.
Yep. Even the people at home.
This is the star of Hot Tub Time Machine, Haunting, Fright Night, Lisa Loeb. How old's Lisa Loeb? She's not terribly old, but not terribly young.
We'll just start the game off at 42.
Higher than 42.
Oh, 58.
Oh, just a little high.
57.
57. There you go. Don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy. Bobby McFerrin's birthday today.
He's old.
He is old.
78.
That's high.
63.
63?
Yeah.
That's too young. Bracketed between 63 to 78. Higher than 69.
70.
Higher than 70.
When he says just a little bit
Come
higher,
on,
that's just
Molly.
1 year above.
70 and 78, between there. Give us a guess.
Give us your inside voice.
Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner, Molly. 75. Okay. Jerry's cousin from the Jackass series, Johnny Knoxville. How old is Johnny
You go
Knoxville?
first, Jerry.
I don't know.
Since he's your cousin.
I've never even seen that.
You never seen Jackass?
No.
Oh my gosh.
It's stupid.
It is stupid. Somebody give me a guess. Let's get it started.
Sometimes I hold myself to a higher standard.
Yeah, right.
Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, right. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
That's the bullshit meter going off. Go ahead.
I got 51.
Higher than 51, but you're in the ballpark.
59.
Too high. Bracketed.
6.
Bracketed between 51 and 56.
53.
Bracketed between 53 and 56.
54.
Ding, ding, ding,
There
ding,
you
ding.
go.
Molly.
Second one.
2 in a row.
Yeah. Anthony Davis, basketball, NBA basketball player.
So he's in his 30s.
No, you know what?
I think he's in his early 40s.
You know what? Let's just throw. I got a number written down there, but I don't.
So you don't know. Is that what you're saying, Charlie?
Well, the number doesn't seem to coincide. Is there an Anthony Davis as a basketball player that's retired? I bet. This guy's retired,
Okay.
That's not going to help.
so he's older than a normal basketball player now.
So we're looking probably double nickel.
Who was Jake?
Okay, 55. That's a good place to start. That's a little low.
JK.
57.
Johnny Knoxville.
All right.
57.
57. Just a little higher.
58.
58. There you go.
Dustin's got that down.
All right.
Yep.
This
Yeah.
guy was the lead
You've been
male.
on here too long.
He's the lead male in Empire and was also in Iron Man, and he might be in this new Marvel movie also. Terrence Howard.
He's probably in his 50s.
You're probably right.
Becky Osborne says, good morning.
How you doing, Becky? He's
57.
57 is just a little high.
56.
56, yeah. Rick slides in there and gets them both. All right. In memory. Oh, now I got one more. Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry.
Just when we thought we were out.
The Animaniacs. Ba-da-da-da-da. Rob Paulson. He was one of the names. He was one of the voices for Animaniacs and also Pinky and the Brain, and was live right here at the Murphy Theater last year. Rob Paulson.
68.
Lower than 68. No, I'm sorry. It's just a little higher. Just a little higher.
69.
69, yeah.
I know. My number, I missed it.
All right, here we go. Well, I kind of threw you there because I thought it said 59, but it's 69. All right, here we go. And by the way, we have one in memory today, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk,
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Love this.
Lawrence
Even though he rags on Lawrence Welk, I really liked his Christmas shows. Because
Yeah.
that was my grandparents. When I had my grandparents, they had the old
Yeah.
silver tree with the light that would go
Yeah.
around and spin around
Yeah.
on it. And we'd watch
Those
Lawrence
are big
Welk.
now. They're very expensive.
Oh, I know they are. It's all the retro stuff's coming back from the 50s again.
My mom and dad, when I was at home, every Sunday night, baby, we watched Lawrence Welk.
Yep.
Now, my grandma, she had to watch Lawrence
And
Welk.
then, you know, sort of graduated up a little bit. My parents were always Hee Haw fans on Saturday night. So, yeah, you know,
Lawrence Welk, Ed Sullivan.
Sullivan on Sunday night. Yep.
Yeah.
The good old days.
I don't know if they were that good.
All right, Molly, you get to play this next game with us because we can have 2 against 2, and we have the Evil Emperor. So now listen, you can ask the Evil Emperor for help only if you do it in the correct way, and that is, "Oh, Evil Emperor, can you please help?" If you don't say it that way, if you don't say it that way, guess what? He doesn't help you.
He'll tell you anyway.
He
Yeah.
might. We'll see.
He tells you whether you ask or not.
Yeah.
I do tell
You've been here. You know.
All right. So Dustin, you got your choice. You can pick. You get to first of all pick who you want as your teammate. You want Molly, your cohort in crime, or you want one of these other yahoos?
I'll take Rick.
Rick Morton.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So Jerry and Molly are your team. So Molly, that means you and Jerry can discuss before you give us your final answer.
All right, give her, she gets to choose.
Molly, you get to choose either go first or pick the column,
There's 2 columns, A and B. Either pick the column,
or you go first.
whichever. You make the choice.
Huh? Go ahead. What is the one? I don't care.
Jerry, you know which one not to pick. You might as well pick.
Yeah.
What? You never know with the way it's been going.
Pick a column.
Column B.
Okay, Jerry says column B.
All right.
So that
They go
means
first.
Dustin and Rick goes first. Okay, your first word is down, and now I'm just reading the comments.
Yes.
Gee, the show's going downhill.
Yeah.
It's $50 a column inch to put articles in the paper.
Down
$50.
S.
Syndrome.
Huh?
Syndrome.
Down syndrome? That is not correct.
Oh, wow.
All right, so here we go to Jerry and Molly.
Are you ready, Molly?
Italian S. S is a snake.
Yes, it's related to Italian.
Spaghetti? All right.
What are you going to talk with your teammate?
I am.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
it was Italian stallion.
Rocky Balboa.
Both those are good guesses.
We're going to go with spaghetti.
All right,
You should have guessed stallion.
down. Now, here we go. You ready? I'm gonna give you a second letter this time.
Oh, okay.
Down, S-O.
No, Michelle, it's not season.
Down, S-O. Down season.
I don't know. She says season.
You guys are on right now. Share the show while we're waiting for these guys to think.
Down, S-O.
A city manager would have got this like that.
That's because they get paid the big bucks.
That's why I'm not the city manager.
I'm just jerking his
I
chain.
know.
Oh,
Jake says he's sorry for asking.
Take a shot there, young man.
I don't even know words. It sounds. Oh, down south?
down south.
That's been my guess.
That's what I would
A
have.
little bird told him that. All right.
Thank you.
So here we go. South B.
South Beach.
There's no teamwork here.
Yeah, I know.
I picked the wrong
Rick, you're
teammate.
supposed to work
I'm
with
sorry.
I'm kidding.
South Beach. Okay, beach.
When you're inspired, you just.
Yeah.
Beach T.
I know it.
Wow.
Towel. Beach towel.
Yeah, yeah.
Beach towel. That's right. See, you
We're in
guys are
trouble,
rocking
Molly.
today. Towel B.
Cal B.
Like Cardi B. Towel B.
Michelle's still on South Beach.
Well, there's a delay.
Cal B.
Towel B, baby. I'm gonna give you the clock because I want these guys having their chance. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Cal Bar.
1.
I don't know.
No.
Don't know.
You're going to use his guess?
Towel bar.
All right.
Michelle guessed that too,
All right.
after I guessed it.
You don't need to do that, Jake. I'm fine. But I appreciate you. All right. So now you guys are Italian S.A.
What you got, Molly? Go ahead.
S.A.
You can't take the pressure.
S.A.
This is the writer.
I'd love to give you a hint. The only hint I could give you would give it away.
Cal S.A.
It's not stallion. I'll give you that hint.
Well, it can't be if it's S.A.
That's true.
Oh.
Now, if
I think I might know what it is.
I don't know. Well, tease it. But S.A. Italian sausage.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Is that what you're going
Yes.
with?
Molly's
Yes, Matt?
shaking her head yes.
Yeah.
All right. I can't see your head through the screen. Italian sausage is correct.
All right.
Okay, sausage R. Sausage R.
I picked the wrong column, Molly. I'm sorry.
You did pick the wrong column.
Jeez,
Sausage R. It's kind of obvious, really.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It is.
Sausage R.
Sergeant.
You got to think about just picture sausage,
I don't know.
not the sausage.
Sausage.
Not the sausage you're picturing.
Sausages are round. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Sausage round.
We agree.
Round.
Like tater
Yeah,
tots?
sausage rounds.
Uh,
Yeah, so much for that.
all
You're
right.
on again, Molly. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Towel B
Sausage.
O.
B.O.
Towel B O.
Cal B-O.
B.O.
It's not me. I took a shower this morning.
I'll say that's after you use that one after.
Towel B O.
I would ask the evil emperor, but he would tell me already if you knew, so it'd be a waste. It'd be a waste.
He can always ask, just for the fun of saying it. Oh, evil emperor.
Oh. It just popped up. I can't say
Well,
it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
That's why it's there.
Cowboy.
Towel boy. There you go.
I always wanted to be one of those.
I was like,
bet
you
you
always think
did.
about a pool boy, not a towel boy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that,
Boy F.
We're in trouble. Molly.
Boyfriend? Boyfriend?
Boyfriend is right. Boyfriend. For the win. Friend Z.
Zone. Friend zone.
Friend Zone is the winner.
ding, 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 ding.
I guess he is the city manager. All right. Now let's go ahead and get the rest of these done.
Who are we helping?
Jerry and Molly.
Sorry, Molly. That was a bad choice of column.
Sausage ROL.
Roll.
Sausage roll. All right. Roll C.
Candy.
Oh,
Roll call. What'd you say?
Candy.
Roll call. Roll call. Call C.
Center.
Yeah.
Evil Emperor's rolling. Call center.
Yeah.
Center F.
Fold.
See where his mind's at?
What did you say?
Center fold.
No, that's not it.
Oh, okay.
Center field.
Such a higher level.
Center field. That's right.
Okay.
Center field.
You could make a good politician.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
Field T.
That's all right. You'll get over it.
Last
Tile.
one.
Tile.
Field tile. Good guess, but
Oh.
Field what?
field T.
And it's not tile.
He said tile. That is a good guess. Molly should get this one. She's the youngest one that's done these. We've all done them, but it's not been that long in her past.
How do you know?
Once you find out, you'll know.
She's 23.
Molly starts her day doing like Wordle, doesn't she?
Oh, no, wait a
She's better
minute.
at
Wait.
this. She's
Time-
doing Wordle.
Time out. Hold on. Molly. Molly. Do you do the Quirtle? The Quirtle. Okay, Wordle. Quirtle is Wordle, the same thing, but you
Times
get 4 words. Then there's another one called, I do all these every night in the middle of the night. Octurtle?
Octurtle?
Yeah, it's 8. And then there's the Sigordle, which is 16. I tell you what, I am hooked. It takes me about 10 minutes to run through them. What's your go-to word, Molly?
My go-to word?
What's your first word every day you play?
I feel like it's always something like bears, like with the E and the R and an S. I always try to have like.
Let me tell you my first 3 words. So remember this and see if
Are we
this
allowed
helps
to say
you.
this on TV?
Yes, beast, because you get EAST, there. Then the second word, get the other vowels, choir, CHOIR. Then to get the U, I put lumpy in for the third one. I tell you, if you use those top 3 words, you're going to get 99% of your wordles. Beast, choir, and
I couldn't
lumpy.
live the rest of the day without hearing that.
I'm going to tell you, she plays. So you think that's going to help you? It is. But you need to look at the other ones, the Quirtles, the Octurtles. I love the Secordle.
Michelle says field trip.
Well, it takes somebody off the air to get it, you lunkheads. Field trip. That's right. That's right. We're past time for a break.
Thank
we will be
goodness.
back.
Let's answer Bill.
Donuts.
You
Getting a
find one?
makeover and a name change.
It's every baker's nightmare. Buckling to the snowflake social media pressure, America's tasty glazed treats will now be known as doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Why wait for real news when you can get all the made-up news you need
Along with the facts about Ohio's hometown theater, the Murphy.
on The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
I have tried so hard to cut back on my daily doughy, emotionally compromised yeast rings intake.
Really, Steve? No one has noticed. And I mean no one.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to
We
you,
need to see a magician.
It's news to us.
We're back.
Jake, I'm trying to pull to get your commercial played
He's
today.
already tried to, and I don't think he's actually seen Molly, so
It doesn't make any difference.
that's true.
It's a female. All right. Thank you guys at home for playing the game. Michelle
like-
Tebow.
I apologize.
You know
Molly.
what?
It was a
I
bad.
It was
think-
like pulling teeth this morning.
It was tough. You guys were hard today.
Yep.
And you won.
Yeah. It's time change, man.
Yeah, I hate this time.
That's right, that is. It's the time change.
It is, because I'm over here like, man, it should only be about 8:15,
We're
you
like
know?
farmers, the farmers are out in the.
All right, word of the day, just get the word of the day out of the way, is interjection. I do this a lot when people are trying to say things they want people to know.
Amen,
And
brother.
I will put my hand up and I will interject something that maybe the common man doesn't understand, or something we don't want them to leave out. You know, because a lot of times we all do this. We all assume.
And to
No.
put that in layman's terms, it's called
Tomorrow.
butt in.
Oh, nice one, Jerry.
What's that?
I said to put that in layman's terms, it's butt in.
Yes, interject or interrupt. Interject. Interject sounds so much more
Did you say
good.
But
You bet.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Jerry likes the
Jerry's
butt.
gotta put a
two.
quarter in the tip jar?
All right. So, where's your next step with this government? What are we doing?
Yeah.
So, right now,
Or have we
I'm
scared you?
focused on public
Did you
education.
circulate petitions? Didn't you have to have some petitions signed or something? Doesn't it have to go on a ballot several times?
Yes. So right now we are trying to get signatures. So if anyone wants to sign the petition, they could reach out on the website, wilmingtoncharter.com, and we can schedule a time to meet up and sign. We just had someone sign yesterday. They're actually like a
What are
5.
the requirements to sign?
You have to live in city limits.
Right.
You have to be
You gotta be in the
and
city
a voter.
limits.
A voter in
You
Wilmington.
have to be registered to vote?
Registered
Yes.
to vote, yes.
Okay, well, I qualify.
You should sign the petition. So one way to put it on the ballot is,
Over 19, 18, so I qualify there.
is there a cutoff?
I don't know.
You got to be so old to register to vote, so you got to be a registered voter.
Dating show.
Oh, that's good. Yikes.
See how that just went? Boom.
Yeah.
Wow.
More self-promotion.
So, 18, yeah, registered voter. Now, here's the big thing, folks, and this is important. There's my interjection, my interruption. Please do not sign if you're not a registered voter or if you don't live in the city of Wilmington, because here's what happens. If they don't catch it before they turn it in, that can knock out the whole sheet of signatures.
Can it? I thought they just like marked that one off.
Nope, they can
They can throw the whole thing.
they can throw the whole sheet. Trust me, I know this.
It doesn't sound right.
But it's
It doesn't
true.
sound right.
It doesn't sound right.
Molly, what do you think?
It's true. Well, you can believe me or not. Look, after you get your whole sheet thrown out, go, well, the old man knew what the hell he was talking about.
When you say the whole sheet,
Okay.
you mean the sheet of.
Just the one. Yes, just the
Just
one that's on that
You
sheet.
have to clarify that, because that doesn't
Yeah.
cover the whole thing.
No, not the whole petition, just that
Names
sheet.
are on a sheet.
There's 30 names on each sheet.
Does it have to be 30?
Just the sheet that is on the
I mean,
website.
can you produce a sheet with 5 names in case you gotta throw?
Well, you always want to get extra. Like, how many do you
Well,
need?
we need 10% of the registered voting population in
Which
Wilmington.
is?
It's 10% of the people who voted at the last election.
Last, like.
The last
4,000.
general election. So like 400 people maybe. If it's 4,000 people that voted, you need 400.
So you need 400 signatures. So that means you should get at least, I would say 575, 550, 575. I would get that.
The benefit of getting petition signatures too is that you educate people on the process of what it is.
If you know what
Yeah,
you're
that's the
talking about.
biggest thing.
Yeah, if you know what
Is
you're
people
talking about.
knowing
Just be
what.
careful about approaching people in the Walmart parking lot, you'll scare them.
Right, don't
Yeah.
do that. Now, go
There's
door to
people in the
door.
Walmart parking lot that scare me, and they're not even trying to get me to sign anything.
Go door to door. Go to like your retirement
Well, you could
villages.
stand at the Walmart door. That would be.
You could go out
Don't go out in
to
the parking lot.
the retirement thing out here that I'm going to Friday, senior center. But there they have a lot of people that are not Wilmington. They go there too, so you got to make sure. Make them show you your driver's license.
No, they're not gonna do that.
They might. Well, if you're not sure, you don't want them signing.
Why would you show your driver's license?
Show where you live, because that's what's going to be on file when you vote. What do you have to show when you vote?
Some form of ID.
Show you their driver's license.
When you vote, most 90% of the people shot.
Move on.
Well, they might not.
The other way to get it on the ballot is if the majority of city council passes an ordinance to put it on the ballot.
It's not gonna happen.
But I think it's just too early right now. I think we need to educate people first.
Right.
Well,
So
that makes sense.
So what's your timeline?
my timeline, the next few years would be good.
The next few years.
He's not a man of action
I was
like
gonna
we
say,
are.
you're kinda slow.
No, I think
Speed the process.
I'm not trying
You've
to
been talking about
overthrow-
this for a year.
I'm not trying to overthrow the government here. I think, Pat Haley was elected to be mayor for a 4-year term, and I think out of respect,
Well, this wouldn't take effect until after his term.
that's what I'm saying, a few years. Yeah, we should let Haley.
Well, Pat is not going to run for office again, at least
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, he said he was only going one term.
Yeah.
And he's a man of his word, I know that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't think it would take effect until after that. But hopefully we have having conversations now, put it on the ballot, maybe at the end of his term, and then convert to a charter city would be my.
You still may have to
ideal.
wait for 4 years, though.
What's that?
Still probably have to wait.
Yeah.
You'd want to get it set up. If you're wanting to do it for the next administration, you need to get it set up now.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you're going to wait till then, you're going to wait another 4 years.
No way.
In the meantime, I think you really ought to think if you're interested in what's going on in the city and wanting to see the city be better over time, I really think you ought to think about running for a seat.
Yes, I think that would be
really
a good. Because once you get in there, that would be an interesting flip. Because here you would be taking part in the government that you want to change.
No, the city council doesn't change as a result of this. It's only the mayor's office.
I'm talking if he was in there.
If he's on the city council?
Yeah.
Where do you live in the city?
I live on Locust Street.
What district?
I think it's second, or no, it's 4th Ward, but I believe that Bob Osborne is going to run for president of council. So I think that seat might be open.
There you go, brother.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on city council.
There you go.
Oh, they're
Well,
fun.
sometimes
I've been to city council meetings. They're so much fun.
Yeah, everyone loves them too.
They're so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so interesting.
and I can tell you this is absolutely
I often
personal.
go back and watch the video over and over again because they're so entertaining.
This is
I never hit
personal
myself in the
experience.
hand with a hammer.
It's not always what you want to do. If you've got a true concern about where you live, you do it because you feel you have to.
Mm-hmm.
I have done that for years.
When I ran, I just did it because I love the town. I've always lived there, and I wanted to see what was best. And
Right.
when I ran, I felt like I knew a lot of people. I felt like I could help, and
You just wanted to wear a badge
we
to be
did.
a police
I do
officer.
have a badge, and I was a police officer for a little while when they tried some stupid stuff. And I ended up being the police for a couple of weeks. Then we put the income tax back on, and everything was
yeah, I
back in
remember that.
hunky dory.
I can outdo
You got to admit, we didn't mess around.
You may have a badge, but I have a White House press badge.
I know, that's cool. He does. He has a White House press pass. Sad thing, it was when Biden was in there.
Nobody's here. No, that was when Trump. Nobody.
I was hoping he wasn't
Trump
paying
issued.
attention.
They issued it. You think Biden would issue a press pass for me?
It is, no. It's time to take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
I am a little confused.
City officials forcing a local beloved mascot to step down.
Why poor timing and inappropriate behavior doomed a pantless Wilson the Weasel following his drunken performance at the late Judge Garrett's funeral.
There was nothing routine about this routine.
A story we are dedicated to getting to the bottom of.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. These made-up stories and the latest real news from the Murphy Theater are what you've come to expect from us.
On the Murphy Report, with a new report posted every Monday morning on our Murphy Theater website and our Murphy Theater YouTube channel.
Full minute-to-minute coverage all 21 hours a day.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Amanda, I have to say Vanessa and Breck are just about the two finest anchors in the business.
For once, you're absolutely right, Steve.
I think the Titanic could have learned a thing or two from these two giants in their field.
What am I missing here?
Anchors.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Hey you, so check this out.
It's only amazing, my friend. It's only so cool.
It's gonna kick off.
You think that's hot? check out Jake's Magic. It's awesome, amazing, incredible, and a lot of fun.
Lindsay, his magic show is absolutely amazing.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
You back?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was quick. We're back.
Yeah, that was Jerry. Scary.
Scary Jerry.
We got Jerry off there as quick as possible.
That's right.
It's true. It looks like
Whenever we see Jerry, all we can think
TV ads. What about 15 pounds to
him
you?
with his shirt off,
Oh.
getting massaged.
What's that? Rick's still watching. What are you watching?
No, it's the end of Jake's.
I tell you what. Let's do a little today in history before I forget.
Oh, really?
Jerry, that's up to you.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have. There's a bunch of stuff on here, but a bunch of it's.
Well, you and Rick can go back and forth. Read the stuff you want to make Rick.
Tuesday, March the 11th, Jerry, in case you need to know.
You know I'm gonna quit doing this.
What?
You're not allowed.
Oh, today in history.
You love it.
In 1861, the Confederate Convention was held in Montgomery, Alabama, where the new Constitution was adopted. That was. In 1901, U.S. Steel was formed when industrialist J.P. Morgan purchased Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall.
Steel, no.
No, not Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie
Steep
what?
Corporation.
Okay.
The event made Andrew Carnegie the world's richest man.
And he built our library
Andrew
Yes.
Carnegie, yeah.
And
right here in Wilmington, besides other cities.
Yeah.
in 1930, Babe Ruth signed a 2-year contract with the New York Yankees for a sum of, Charlie, what do you think?
$1,000.
No,
Nah,
it was more than that.
we're going to go 3,500.
5,500.
80 grand.
Really?
Whoa,
80 grand?
that's-
Wow.
That was crazy back then.
Yeah.
That would be what, like 8 million at least probably today.
Maybe not quite. I don't think we've had that much inflation.
In 1930, U.S. President Howard Taft became the first U.S. president to be buried in the National Cemetery in Arlington, Virginia.
What state was he from, Jerry? He was a Buckeye, Jerry.
Taft, he was from Ohio.
Yeah.
Also, what's he known for?
He made great taffy.
He couldn't fit in the bathtub. He got stuck in the bathtub, supposedly.
Water trough.
Rick will remember this.
All right.
Rick,
Where was it, Jerry?
in 1969, Levi Strauss started selling bell-bottom jeans.
Hey.
I wore bell bottoms a lot when
I told you.
clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Told you.
Elephant bells. Those were
Oh,
the
yeah.
huge ones.
And then you
platform shoes.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Platform shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a couple pair of those babies.
I hated the 70s.
I loved it. Platform shoes and leisure suits.
I like DJ.
Disco clubs. You got it.
Double knit. Remember the double knit suits?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have anyone with a
Sorry I used that one.
You go up in flames.
Rick's reminiscing.
Oh, of course.
Rick and Rick are reminiscing.
Yeah, of course, man.
Try and just keep this picture out of my
In
mind.
1993, Janet Reno was unanimously confirmed by the U.S. Senate to become the first female Attorney General. You want to see if there's anything?
And the people
No,
are
we're
waiting
good.
to
I'm
think
good.
of today.
We're good.
That it?
That's it.
No cookies. You didn't get any today in history ready.
Hey, I had a rough weekend, man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was an adventure.
Well, hopefully you're all right.
Yes, we are.
The trauma's over.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're back, and so we're trying to start the Dustin for Council campaign right here.
Well, he said he would.
We're on the committee.
Interested in public office. They tried to get me to run for president on the show. So.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to make a newspaper, yet he has a newspaper too. So true politician, baby, true politician. All right. No, I think that'd be a great experience, especially if you're not 100% on the charter stuff.
Well,
you
that
know.
would be the good way to see the city from.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, I mean,
Open your eyes a little bit more.
yeah. And I'm not saying you're not 100%, but I'm gonna be honest with you too. A lot of people, not you, I'm not saying you, but a lot of people that would like take up this endeavor, a lot of people think behind the scenes they have an axe to grind.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is. I don't think he has an axe to grind. I think he's just thinking this might be a different way to do it. The only axe might be that he thinks Lebanon's better than Wilmington. I don't know.
How did, well, it probably is. How did the mayor take it? Have you talked with Pat one-on-one?
I haven't talked with Pat about it, but I know when he first took office, he threw around the term a lot, home rule, which is a big part of charter city government. So he used the term home rule when he removed the no left turn signs on Rombach that people disliked.
Right, so he sort of confused that with what?
No, I'm saying at least from his actions and using the word home rule, he would support the concepts of a charter city based on his actions.
He
And
doesn't appear to be someone that supports a charter city. I don't think Pat's really.
having more local control, I feel like, is something that
I
I've
kind of
heard.
agree with Dustin.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, Pat was a Clinton County sheriff, so they did a lot of things just by.
County commissioner.
Yeah, he was a county commissioner.
I guess you could take that way too. Maybe more good old boy, just want to be the mayor. Is that what you're saying, or?
Yeah, he is a good old boy. I mean,
Yeah.
He is a true, born in Wilmington.
Port William.
Yeah.
Yeah. But lived in Clinton County all his life. Lived in Sabina some. Lived in Wilmington.
You got to remember about people from Wilmington that have been born in this area.
Yeah.
There's a special privilege that goes with being born in Wilmington, and I don't want to be a part of the gene pool, to be honest with you. But I'm glad I grew up in Beaver Creek.
I think we need to have more pride in being for our city than from our city. There's a lot of people who are from here that are not that are negative. So we need to focus more on whether we're from here or not. Let's make it the best it can be.
I agree. I think that's true. So I've been here since 1971, but they still don't accept certain.
Who is they? I hear that a lot, and it's
the
like
people that were born here.
Yeah.
The people that the Peels, there are several families, I guess you could
Sure.
say, sort of like that.
The hierarchy.
Yeah.
But you find that everywhere.
That's true.
Oh, it is.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's worse in some places than
Yeah,
others.
and Wilmington is like that.
See, I don't. You got. You like put a negative light on Wilmington. I like Wilmington.
I do not put a negative light on
Well,
them.
no, I think a lot of what you say, people think of it that way.
What do you mean?
Like wanting to change the government, and plus, yeah, exactly. I mean,
I think that there's a lot of resources in Wilmington that we should be proud of that could be better highlighted with the more stable form of government. Like we have a great.
Now, would you
Murphy-
consider that a positive or negative statement?
a positive statement?
See somebody look at that and say it's a negative statement.
Negative.
Yeah, the way you said it.
We have a great theater. We have an accredited college. We have an awesome equestrian center.
Right.
All these things could be better
A
highlighted.
lot of great resources.
Yeah, so many
From
great
the theater
things.
Here to Wilmington College.
But they're all set upon an inconsistent form of government. And if we had more consistency, we could really capitalize on all the highlights of Wilmington. In my mind, I think we could be better than Lebanon.
To me, to be honest with you, what you're saying there really would fall more toward the Chamber of Commerce. Because they're the ones that should be behind pushing the business. The Main Street Wilmingtons.
Well, as an example, Wilmington College feels that they don't get the recognition, the play that they should, because they feel like people that live in this community tend to favor more high schools, and they don't pay attention to Wilmington College. And that's,
You know what a lot of that is too, and this is going to sound bad, but not trying to throw any shade, but not having that daily local paper really hurts that, because that local every day, that's one of the things I look forward to as a kid.
that's why we have Wake Up Wilmington.
Sitting on the front
Fill
porch.
that void.
Well, people sitting on the front porch, getting the paper, reading through it, see who passed away, see who's getting married, just keeping up with the Joneses.
We're not going to do obituaries. Forget it.
No, your birthdays though.
Some of the games are just as bad as an obituary.
You're so funny. Anyhow, but no, I think and that's goes what you said. I could see it either way, positive or negative. But we need to be more just on the uplifting side of things. It's like Sugar Tree Ministry. Some people they're going to say that's positive, or they're going to say it's a negative. it's a no-win.
There are a lot of naysayers when it comes to this community. We see that with the Murphy.
A lot of thin-skinned people in this
That's right. We see
community.
it with the Murphy, we see it with the college.
We get them on here all the time. A lot of thin-skinned people. They want to do everything and they want to put their face and name out there, but then if you question them on something, oh, Nelly, hold the door.
They usually
You know?
don't come back.
Yeah, they're going to be mad, and it's like, oh no, these guys, the ones I'm thinking of, still come back. But like what you're saying, we need to get to that place where
I think even
it's
if we
promotion.
even if we dislike someone or have an issue with someone, we still live in the same community and need to work and want the best
For the
people.
betterment of the community.
Davis,
Yeah.
like brilliant broadcaster from Kansas
Yeah.
Station.
Oh,
This
geez.
is his suggestion.
Yeah, we should.
In the altruistic world, you're exactly right. But
it's not altruistic.
there
Even-
are some people, I don't care what you do, you can give them $1 million, baby, and they're going to be mad because they have to pay taxes on it. I mean, so what do they call them? There's a name for it, the Karens. The Karens, we used to call them something else when I was in school.
We used to call them whiners.
Well, there's a name. I just used it the other day. You're just not going to keep. It's like a friend of mine. He does this just to stir people up. He put after they fixed the pothole. You know the pothole. Well, McDonald's. He said at noon tomorrow we're going to have a balloon launch for the pothole. And you wouldn't believe all the negative people. Oh, you know, all those balloons going up in the air because they're going to kill the wildlife and all that. And it's like, it's a joke.
They got really creative with the pothole.
Well, now
I know.
Was the one where they were baptizing people?
People have a lot of time.
Now the new one over there by Eldorado's, the one over there by Eldorado's is the new pothole. Yeah,
Yes.
That parking lot's got plenty of potholes.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But I mean, even on that guy just joking the other day, he had Karens on there, and one guy even asked, "Is he serious?" I put, "No, it's a
Somebody
joke."
did put a balloon out there with a picture and in memory.
One balloon.
They had a Catholic, a Mary candle that they had lit the candle.
Somebody put a picture of the pothole when it was there, and like in memory of the pothole.
I'll tell you what, in Sabina years ago, when I was mayor, we had a little group called Sabina 2000. And maybe that's what Wilmington needs here. You know, something modern about Wilmington. And a group that is just set there to go out and acquire grants, but also bring good things to Wilmington and uplift Wilmington. And it was a private group. There was elected officials on it, but they weren't elected to be on this group.
Well, there's where your Chamber of Commerce
Well,
comes
where's
in.
John Wells when you need him? He's not watching this morning.
Well, that's basically what we had in Sabina.
You got the Chamber of Commerce, you got the Port Authority.
Yep.
You got
County Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Yeah. Yep.
But here's the thing, and I've heard this from more than one source, all those groups that should be working together hand in hand.
They don't.
They don't.
No, they don't, really.
They don't. That'd be a good place to start.
So what? Each one's got their own agenda, and they won't.
Basically.
Yeah, it's all about me. That's our world. It's all about me. To hell with everybody else.
Visitors Bureau, you look at the Murphy, they're all at odds with each
They do
They
work
do a lot
together.
of stuff together. Yeah, they do a
A
lot of
few,
stuff together.
a few
HC
things.
Wilmington, Trevor and I work well together, but and of course we obviously work well because of the Murphy.
It's not.
We're adding music
Not as
to
good
Main
as you
Street.
think. Just so you know.
I mean, there is people in organizations that are at odds with each other, so the whole organization doesn't work together, and that's like sad. People who don't like me, but I still want the best for them.
We
and wanna
like
support
you.
them.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you people. I'm just saying I'm okay. Yeah.
But you do. It goes back to what I said earlier about clarity. When you're talking about this stuff, you really need to be clear and informed, and tell people, look, I'm not even sure which side of this I stand on. I just think this might be a better way to do it. Let's investigate it. You know what I
Speaking
mean?
of which,
But it's time to go commercial again.
when we come back,
Yes.
we need to see if he's got one more thing that he really, really wants to get.
Oh yeah, because we only got 15 minutes left.
Because he's got a lot of high points on there.
Well, a lot of that was from last time, Jerry. A lot of that highlights from last time. We'll be back.
Forget the Clown Princes of basketball, the Harlem Globetrotters. There's a new all-star, family-friendly comedy polo team taking the sporting entertainment world by storm. The Equine Trots.
Bringing their highfalutin, high-kicking, mallet-swinging, horsey hijinks to an equestrian center near you.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. Made up stories just like these.
As well as real news about what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
On the Murphy Report. News the way it's meant to be delivered.
In less than 30 minutes, or it's free.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
Amanda, my buddy Sam was recently tossed from his own horsey all the way across the arena, landed in a soft bale of hay right next to another horse that was already asleep.
Oh my, that sounds dangerous. What's his condition?
Stable.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Mailers every other month in the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky.
Joe Davis has just volunteered to be our editor for the new Wake Up Wilmington newspaper.
My ex-wife, Joe.
Appreciate you, Joe. I'm surprised you're going to take that on. He's going to self-fund it and everything. You're a good man, Joe Davis.
He's saving his money.
All right. I want to call you Shark Boy since you got the shark up there.
Baby Shark.
Did you ever see that movie?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Yeah. My daughter loved that. My daughter. How old are you again?
35.
Yeah, you're too old for Shark Boy and Lava Girl. My daughter, she's only 23 now. Yeah, and she,
How old you say
23.
Yeah, Chris was 23.
Yeah, so, boy, I bet you I've seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl 50,000 times. She loved that show. So, like Jerry said, anything else you want to tell people clearly and concisely?
Clearly and concisely.
The last 10 minutes is all yours, so we're all going to shut up.
Yeah, there
You
you go.
have like
10
a
minutes.
speech you want to make for running for office?
Not yet. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't get to that point.
What would happen if something made you want to run?
It already has.
I think if we get close, so my goal in the next year, this year, is to build a steering committee for the Charter Commission. So it's 15 people that are going to actually write the city charter. They're going to be leaders in the city, a mixed group of people, representative of what Wilmington is, to get that set up. What would cause me to run is if it doesn't happen before Pat's final term.
Just run.
I think the system of mayorship in a statutory city is a broken system. It's set up to fail. You get paid almost nothing. It's a volunteer job.
That's how you make change.
But who is going to take? I mean, I might be great at it, but still, the next person, are they going to devote the full amount of time to it? Like with a charter city, you have someone full-time, professional, who's going to run the city, and it's going to. So that's my whole thing.
Maybe we should call Marion Miller again.
No.
I think
I think
Not what
where
I'm saying.
Charlie's coming from, and I know it.
Yeah.
That if you ran for a public office, you would have more of a voice in and to get your message out and to let people know exactly what it is. Because now here you are, you're an elected official.
You're on the outside.
And this is the way you're on the inside looking at, hey, this is what we really need to do. Think about it. Think about what we're doing here.
As far as being on the inside, so I did work closely with the Andrea Tacarante, the city for a long time.
Right.
I mean, she was a proponent of a charter city situation, and she's the first one that explained it to me what it is. So I have worked with people on the inside. I go to almost every council meeting to stay on top of what's going on. I feel like being in public office and trying to get this to change would make people too cautious. Like, oh, as a politician pushing an agenda, I want to come at it from more a community member. I mean, I see what you.
You see it both ways.
I see your Paul of being on the inside.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
Because you seem like you could be corrupted, or like you have a secret agenda where it's like, I want to do what I do in the community. I just want the government to be more structured in a better way that supports what I'm already doing in the community, not me being in charge.
Here's my take on it. You go in, You get elected, you go in, you subscribe to it for a year. One of two things is going to happen. It's either going to prove your point that you really think a charter city would be better, or you're going to go, well, really, this isn't much different, and all we have to do is this one thing, basically, to get a charter city the way we want it. It could be just a matter of hiring the right person in the right spot, like as the administrative assistant, or you come in. I don't think there's anything against hiring a quote-unquote city administrator in the form of government that's there now.
Well, we already have that, and it's a great position. I think the person doing it seems to be reasonable and professional.
Mr. Cluxton?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying that in 4 years, when Pat's out of office because he's not going to run again,
Cluxton's
that could
gonna be
change.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the point. The point is city managers normally are beyond the term of the mayor.
But
So
that
you got
doesn't have to be the term. That doesn't have to be the take. Maybe you run for mayor next. You put somebody in there that thinks going to be there for a while.
I just think what's best, I mean, that could be maybe good for me if I wanted to push an agenda, but I think what's best for Wilmington and the community is stability.
What is your agenda?
Just to have a good city to live. Just whatever's the issue in the city, just to go after it and let's address this issue. Whether it's Sugar Tree or public schools, whatever the issue is, just making things better. And yeah. I'm typically pretty grumpy, so it's easy for me to see the negatives. So it's easier for me to address the negatives because I come from a standpoint of being grumpy, you know?
You're grumpy?
So you're the problem.
Yeah.
No,
We
what
want
I'm
to know.
saying, yeah.
You moved from the Columbus area?
Yeah.
Where did you move from? Because you know there's a lot of secret talkings about
I know.
where you're from.
We should talk about, yeah, we should talk
Where are you
about
from? Lebanon.
what my agenda
Have you
is.
heard that?
So Lebanon, where you at?
I haven't heard all of the rumors, but I can imagine. I can imagine there'd be some.
That's an example
So
of
when
how
I first moved here, I'll give you an example of. So I have a lot of grace for people who have rumors against me and hatred against me because when I moved here,
Who would hate you?
I've heard people like hate other people. No, but like think negatively of some people in town, and I didn't even know that person. But since one person thought negatively of someone else, I just assumed these things, and so I took them on. But then I'm like, I'm glad I didn't voice that because like. Getting to know that person, actually a good person. I'm glad I never said anything negative or was, you know what I'm saying? Like, so people hate me for no reason.
They don't hate you.
No, but what I'm saying, when someone
We don't
like
hate you.
has negative thoughts
They
against me,
question your
I
motives.
understand.
They question your motives.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But that's a small town.
But see, that's why I get involved.
But I understand that. I understand. I'm not like mad about that. I understand people like questioning motives. What I'm trying to say.
See, they don't question my motives because I lay it all out there.
They already know he's evil. They know he's evil.
I mean, but it's so hard to believe someone that's wants the best for their town. Like you would invest in your home and your family. Like, why not invest in your community?
You're
That's
missing the
so
point.
hard to believe.
What you think, son, is best for the town, I may think is completely different.
But it's not me saying it. It's me listening to people saying this would be best for the town and then researching it and then who's going to take this on?
That doesn't
I can take it
fly.
on.
That doesn't fly. You gotta have opinions. There needs to be. I understand what you're saying in generalities. Yeah, it's all great, but there's got to be something burrowing in your soul that says, I want to get in here for this to happen, and I want to work toward it to happen. And if you tell me any otherwise,
You do have to have an agenda.
yeah, if you tell me any otherwise, you're not being truthful either with me or yourself. So that's why if you get involved in something like that, I'm not telling you to go join their side. I'm saying get involved in it so you see how it works. Then you can speak more professionally to it. Well, here's what we do now. Here's what I see that could happen if we do it this way, as opposed from the outside in, not having any specifics other than a full-time city manager that could be fired at any time anyhow.
By city council.
You know, from personal experience, I don't know. There's been a few times that I can remember being probably one of the only people that had an idea about how things should have been done in the village, and I just stayed with it, you know, and tried to explain, you know, hey, really think about what we're doing. This is the way we should go. You know, this is what we should do. Think
God
about
knows
it.
is watching.
Look at what we're doing. And, you know, little by little, people the ones on council would say, you know what, that is a good point. And, you know, before you know it, we make a good decision, which we weren't headed that direction. And I've had that happen. I've done it. And that's why I say on the inside, you know, and you can say, hey, look, guys, think about this. Look at it, think about it,
And you know, and from when you're from a position of an elected position, you know that people had faith in you to elect you, and when you're there, what you say and what your opinion is, throws some more weight than just, you know, like say, right now you're one guy starting from the
You're
bottom
playing.
up.
You're not
Yeah.
serious. That's what it
Yeah.
seems like.
And even though
I'm just
in
saying.
your heart you're serious as you can be, you know, it kind of takes it that next step. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, and I tell you what, when I was mayor, I encouraged argument. I wanted people to disagree because here's the whole idea.
I like to know what everybody's opinion is. Whenever we have
Right.
something.
Well, and I encourage that because there may be things you're thinking I'm not thinking about. And I want to take the best of your ideas and my ideas and let's mesh them together for the best for everybody. That's the whole idea.
I won't let a vote happen at council unless we discuss it.
Right.
We've got to have some discussion.
Well, there's going to be some things that are
Well,
obvious,
but I
like
mean, if
paying
it's-
the
if it's-
bills and stuff like that.
3 readings in one session.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's a law about anymore where you
I
go.
know, but I don't like that.
I think we've made him start questioning himself a little bit.
He's just thinking, he's not questioning.
No.
He's thinking.
It's food for thought.
We'll do anything we can to help you out too.
That's right, you know we will.
We would, yeah. So,
That's what we're here for.
yeah,
And we're glad that there are young people
Yeah.
that interested.
guess we're trying to build you up to be to do what you want. We're just trying to give you the path. Here's the path to get there. Don't just pussyfoot around. Just get into it and go.
Let's ask what Rick thinks. Rick, what do you think?
Should he run?
Yeah.
How many thinks he should run? Raise your hand if you think he should run.
I don't think he should.
You're 3-1. Your buddy didn't even vote for you over there. What
But-
the heck?
But then again,
Yeah, I abstain.
but you know, but then again, like you know, Charlie said, I don't live in the city, so I have no,
Yeah.
you know, I don't have a horse in this
Right.
race, you know. So just coming in
In
from
actuality, I am the only one besides the two who live. You don't live in the city. She lives in Clarksville. So we're the only two who actually live in the city.
Think about what we said. Go back and watch the show a couple times.
I was gonna do that. When you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
Charlie's doing his wordle.
That's right. Hey, Molly, I want to know if you use my 3 words or not. I'll tell you what, beast, choir, and lumpy. Now, if you don't want to use lumpy, you could use dumpy too. They're both pretty. I'll switch back and forth on that one. All right, we're talking about we're talking about important
Justin,
things.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I do have an in memory today, well, not in memory, but our final thought. This is from the bandmaster himself, Lawrence Welk. Dreams, there you go, Dustin, it's right for you. Dreams do come true, even for someone who couldn't speak English or was from Wilmington, and never had a music lesson or much education. Lawrence Welk. So even though he was an outsider, even dreams came true for him. But he followed it. And he was
What do
passionate.
we have in tomorrow, Charlie?
You know what? Oh, we got a surprise guest too coming in Thursday. You don't even know about yet.
Oh,
I don't think,
well.
unless Bill Lehrman's been running his jib.
Rick, the person you asked me about coming in
Right.
is undecided.
All right.
Well, tell her she's gotta come in.
Tomorrow we have
Emperor commands her.
Jumpin' Joe Holdren. We're going to talk a little turkey hunting, and he asked if Kelly could come in too. But now that he's asked, yeah, I don't know if he asked for this show or a Thursday night show.
I don't know, but he's bringing me money, so I don't care.
Kelly Tolliver is?
No, Joe is.
Oh, Joe's bringing you money?
Yeah, his son's got a new ad he wants to run about
Cool.
pest removal.
Then on Thursday, we have Bill Lehrman, maybe Travis from, but also, his name's escaping. You're going to have to help me out. The new superintendent of Wilmington Schools.
Yes, Tim Detweiler.
Detweiler, yeah, I couldn't think of it. He's a Greenfield guy.
$2,000 in extra satellite feeds.
Tim Detweiler. Then on Friday, well, that's all right. This guy will make up for it in Diet Coke. We got Tom Breckel coming on, the Diet Coke. Yeah, and he'll also be talking about how to invest in Diet Coke.